Hey, what up guys, Nako here. Today we count the top 10 most iconic weapons in video game history. Let's go for it.
Number 10.
Doom Series BFG 9000. Easily one of the most iconic and badass weapons of all time. BFG stands for Big Fucking Gun, a device handed down from the gods themselves to help the player progress through some of the game's trickier sections. The BFG allows you to fire a giant green plasma blob that reduces everything on screen into a gory mess. I think the reaction of Dwayne the Rock Johnson in the movie Doom describes the BFG most suitable. Holy fucking shit.
Number 9.
Kingdom Hearts Keyblade. Even though I'm not really a fan of the Kingdom Hearts series, I think this weapon deserves to be mentioned in this list. The Keyblade is a mysterious weapon capable of fighting off the Heartless. It also holds the power to open any lock and cannot be wielded by just anyone. The Keyblade chose Sora as its wielder, and it will stay with Sora until it decides to leave. The Keyblade can take many forms, each with its own strength and abilities.
Number 8.
Mortal Kombat Scorpion Spear. Get over here! Pretty much every passionate gamer knows this cry. Scorpion's signature move, the spear attack. Seemingly from nowhere, a razor-sharp kunai attached to the end of a rope or a chain appears from Scorpion's hand, flies across the screen and viciously embeds itself into the chest of his opponent. The resurrected ninja uses it to wrench his dazed opponent towards himself for a free hit. Representing the stinger at the end of a scorpion's tail, this weapon became one of the most iconic weapons in video game history.
Number 7.
Contra Spread Gun. If the Contra code wasn't your best friend in the original Contra, then the Spreader rival was your second best. This gun upgrade made your travels through turret, tank and alien invested areas a million times easier. The 45-degree angle of red-hot bullets that spewed out of its barrel tore into enemies, sending them into the air to erupt in a fiery explosion.
Number 6.
Dead Space Plasma Cutter. The plasma cutter isn't even meant to be a weapon. See, you play Dead Space as an intergalactic engineer, Isaac Clarke. When monsters known as necromorphs start to roaming the halls of the USG Ishimura, you must use the working tools you have to survive. The plasma cutter is the first weapon, and for hardcore players the only weapon Isaac takes on his journey. Firing 3 shots either in a vertical or horizontal line, the plasma cutter is the perfect tool for lopping off necromorph limbs and for upgrading until it's unstoppable.
Number 5.
Halo 2 Energy Sword. The energy sword that was introduced in Halo 2 is easily one of the best melee weapons in the history of gaming, transforming Halo from an excellent military-style sci-fi shooter into one that also had some more intimate brutality under its belt, as you were able to cut through foe after foe with this beastly bit of kit. Though the decision to have you playing as a Covenant for half of the game didn't exactly go down swimmingly with all the players, at least we were wielding an energy sword for a good deal of the time, and it boasts a melee attack that's far superior to Master Chief's own gun butt in the face. This weapon went from awesome to transcendental if you ever took Halo 2 online though.
Number 4.
Worm Series Super Sheep. First off, killing your enemies with a weaponized sheep is incredible, but this sheep isn't like the other sheep, it's a heroic sheep among sheep. When your super sheep springs into action, it's destined for a majestic flight that would make Superman proud. Or more likely, you'll immediately crash into the nearest wall and possibly kill 2 of your own squad mates. In either case, firing off a super sheep briefly turns Worms into a heroic game of Snake as you desperately try to thread the needle through the tight terrain. And did we mention the Aqua Sheep variant that can fly underwater? One thing's for certain, wool's never been deadlier.
Number 3.
World of Warcraft Thunderfury. The early days of World of Warcraft, when it still had some secrets and mystery and players were still feeling out the world and deciphering its system, legendary items like the Thunderfury sword carried a great mystique. A reward for a long and involved questline that required multiple runs through Molten Core, the endgame toughest dungeon. The iconic sword was sought after by many players but acquired by few. It's an unfortunate consequence of the MMO design that the Thunderfury is all but useless in the game now, but it's still remembered fondly as one of the best looking and most prestigious weapons in any game.
Number 2.
Final Fantasy VIII Gunblade. The Final Fantasy series brought us a ton of iconic weapons. Claude's, or more like Zack's Buster Sword, Excalibur, Sephiroth's Masamune, every single one of them would be worth to be mentioned here. But for this list we picked Squall's Leonhardt's Gunblade. A handgun combined with a gigantic blade? Great idea. Okay, not really, but don't dare to doubt the power of this weapon. Not only can you lumber it over your shoulder and land a blow on an unsuspecting opponent, but if you pull the trigger at just the right second, you may even shoot a bullet at the same time. It would be nice to rate it higher, but imagine wielding a 40-pound blade with your arm fully extended. It just wouldn't happen with a curved handle like that. Still, it's always good to have a plan B.
Number 1.
The Legend of Zelda Master Sword. This beautiful sword is an icon to gamers everywhere, as well as an instantly recognizable item of central importance in the Zelda franchise. Sure, there have been plenty of great weapons and items in the Legend of Zelda series, but only the Master Sword has endured since the days of A Link to the Past. Each story since the Super Nintendo entry into the series has been crafted around Link's quest to attain this legendary blade, and with it, he's always able to banish evil and restore peace. In Ocarina of Time, the sword allows Link to travel through time. In Wind Waker, it is so powerful that when plunged into the Evil King's forehead, it causes him to turn into stone. And in Skyward Sword, the Master Sword is used to seal away the power of evil forever with the help of its sentient spirit. With such an extensive lore, a wide array of abilities, and a personality all of its own, the Master Sword is the logical choice for the top spot on the list. Well, that's it for today, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and please use the comment section below and tell us which weapon you think is the most iconic. As always, like if you like, dislike if you don't like this shit, and feel free to subscribe to our channel for more awesome gaming stuff. See you next time.